YouTube, but we are back at it. In today's video, we have the additional tracks that I mentioned in yesterday's video. It's Moorlands MX and Valley MX. These are two Michigan replica that are neighboring each other, which is pretty freaking sick. This is Moorlands MX that we're currently on right now. Like a supercross feel to it, which is on the smaller side, and it has 40 pits, so you can have up to 40 guys ride this. I think this would be a perfect 125 racetrack, honestly. I think you can only have 12 people race it though. In the description, it says the gate is extremely small with 12 riders, but there are 40 pits for a full practice. So I think you can only do up to 12. So maybe we do like a mini 125 race or something like that on this track. I think it would be pretty cool. He added the rain as well, the rain effect in this to have a true Michigan spring feel. I think it's pretty sick. However, my computer does not want to record very well. I legit have to go onto my other computer and record, which is not a big deal. But my computer just, maybe it's not even his, maybe not even the animation. I think it's just my computer doesn't want to work today for some reason. Because I have this occasionally with OBS where it just doesn't want to record. And then some days it does record. Like it over encodes, like it says it's over encoding or something like that. Or basically like overheating. And it doesn't want to record, and then some days it's perfectly fine. I really do not understand it. However, we are lucky enough to have a second computer so we can actually record on that computer as well, just to have like a backup. I hope my voice has been recording, because other than that, that's the only thing I'm really like recording on my other PC. I'm just legit recording my voice so I can transfer my voice into the game. And hopefully it works, because otherwise we're kind of screwed. This is not the only track on this, dude. There's like I just counted, and there's 4 tracks. So we were just riding the supercross track, basically the Moorlands MX. Now here is a little, I'm gonna show you, wait, before we get to this one, I'm gonna show you another one. There's like a turn track over here that I actually just saw. I didn't notice this until just a second ago, but here it is. It's right off the side of Moorlands MX. This is like a perfect little corner track. I think it would be a perfect little corner track to practice. If you turn the E-Road up, I think this would be a pretty sick corner track, because hopefully, I don't know how well the E-Road is. He said in his other track that 1.4 was like perfect. We currently have it at 1 for my testing lobby, but I don't know if it's actually making a dent per se. But I think this would be a pretty cool corner track that you can practice. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. But you can practice and stuff. Wait, is that 2? Because that one goes right there. Did I just miss it? No. Yes, I did. What is this? So there's 2 corner tracks here that you can actually rock. Look at this thing, dude. Or this is just, oh, this is just to go to the other. Wait, no, this is part of the track. Okay, so this is part of the main one that I was mentioning that I was going to show you guys. Look at this thing, dude. This thing is massive. I would say a turn track, honestly, just like a free ride track that's like you create, like you go to like the hills. A lot of the pros actually go to, in California, there's like a hill spot that a lot of pros go to when it like rains, because it's like perfect training. That's what this reminds me of. It's pretty freaking sick. It's pretty tight, so obviously it's more of just like a practice kind of feel to it, where you can't really have more than 1 person at a time. However, if you have a lobby, you can probably get people going. You just probably just wouldn't want to race it per se. But I think it would be pretty sick to maybe get this like E-roaded and try to get around it. I think that would be pretty sick. I mean, look at, you can go either way. I actually went on this a little bit earlier, and I was going the opposite way. So I think it just works either way, that whatever way you want to go, you can just rock it. The cool thing about this is like there's hills. Look at this. Oh, this is a tight one. You got to make it up this little tiny one. But there's like multiple hills, like on this side as well as the one side that I was on before by Moorlands track. This is the type of track that you would actually, when you think about your like not hometown track, but if you think about it like a track in your backyard, this is what it would be. I used to live on like a property, like a pretty big property, and we would have like a desert around, and we would literally just ride around in the desert and make like little turn tracks, and this is exactly the vibe I get for it. Legit the same vibe, where you just like running around trying to find a track, trying to just make up a track. I couldn't tell you how many hours I put just doing that. Just low-key, just like making my own track and trails and stuff like that. When it rains, dude, it's like a perfect opportunity to do it. Like, look, now we're on the opposite side by the Moorlands track, going up and down the hills. This, dude, this just giving me backyard vibe feels like so sick. And now it's just going to lead right back into where we kind of were, or right where we kind of started. I'm assuming you can go either or. You could probably just cut it right there, or you can go along the fence. See, now where does Okay, so this actually does go back into where I was at. That's the track right there. Like, that's a super long backyard vibe corner track. So big shout out to Slabs for creating that. Now the main event. The main event is this bad boy of a track. I legit have been putting laps on this, and this track is actually pretty damn good. It gives me this vibe of the similar track that we used to ride on. I think it's, I want to say Pavilion. How it's just kind of more of like a wide open hilly track, but I don't think it's Pavilion, honestly. It might be actually Pavilion MX. I think this track would be pretty fun in lobbies, in like a racing situation. It's open, has multiple different lines. It would just benefit each and every single person. You don't have to follow them. Obviously, you can follow them in certain corners and stuff like that, but it gives opportunity to just like hold it wide and in different corners, try to make a pass and stuff like that, which is my favorite thing. I love tracks that have the opportunity to pass and not just follow. I think that's what makes some of the pro tracks like super good, especially some of the recent JV tracks. I don't know, I just get this vibe that this would be an awesome track to ride in real life, honestly. I feel like it's very flowy. It's very flowy, and it has some big jumps. I mean, look at this one. Like in real life, bro, that's a freaking monster of a jump in real life. I'm thinking, I don't know, honestly, in real life, if that's a really big jump or if he's kind of like overscaled it a little bit. But regardless, if that is a big jump, that's a massive one. Like, people would be not hitting that on purpose because they would be afraid to hit it. I love the downhill, the uphill, downhill sections. Honestly, this would be a vibe to go to a track and do all of this, especially like that uphill step up. But I honestly think if I was ever in Michigan, I would definitely hit this track up. I think on like a nice cloudy day, this track would be so sick. Nice and prepped, I think it would be so sick. If I had to pick between I guess all three of the tracks, the Sandbox, this one, and Moorland, I would think this is the best one that he's got. I think Sandbox is a really good track for anybody just starting out on sand. I think it's a really good beginner novice type track. That's why I kind of titled my video that. And then I think the Supercross track over there, Moorland, I think it's a really good beginner 125 type track. I don't really see it being used too often, but I think it is pretty good for like just getting like your feet wet and kind of like an outdoor Supercross vibey feel, especially the turn tracks. If you guys wanted to get better at like flat tracks or basically like throttle control, yo, this would be a perfect compound to do it with the huge trails over there. You know, like the ones that like the backyard trails. It'd be a perfect opportunity to get better at that. And then you have this right here, the main course, which I think would be an awesome track to race on if we were able to get some lobbies going or do like anything to that. I think this would be a pretty sick track. Riding this right now makes me want to go to Michigan and ride this track. So I really hope it lives up to that expectation for anybody in Michigan. And I hope you guys get it because you guys are in Michigan, you know what I'm saying? We had a couple people in the comments of the last video mentioning that I should rock the KTM or the Suzuki. And honestly, I'm gonna try my best to get on one of those bikes. Probably after I get done recording this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some hot laps down on each bike, kind of feel like which bike I want to do for the next GP race. We all know that the Yamaha is king. However, maybe we can get like a good feel for each bike before the season ends, or I guess before the outdoor season starts. Maybe try to do something crazy where we only stay on one bike regardless of how bad it is, you know. Just try to get better each and every week, which I think would be kind of cool. Like that you would kind of see like the progress throughout the whole season on the bike. So I think that'd be pretty cool. So I don't know which bike I will try first. I'm gonna do one at a time, and then I'll let you guys know in a future video. We have Aerial coming up on Friday, which you guys are going to see a live stream for, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We just posted a new video on the Plays channel, episode number 3. Make sure you guys go check that out. I think it's my best work yet. Big shout out to Slabs for creating this awesome compound as well as the Sandbox track. Yeah, I know they put a lot of work. The No Namers guys over there, I know they put in a lot of work. So make sure you guys go check this out. I'll put everything in the description below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for the love on all of the videos, regardless of what we're posting. So I appreciate you guys for real. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys leave a like if you enjoyed this one. Make sure you guys hit that sub button if you guys want to see more motocross related stuff. Make sure you guys check out the Plays channel as well. I appreciate you guys for real. Much love. Stay safe. And we'll catch you guys back in the next one.